Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen, and I'm about to chow down on some crispy pork and pepper stir fry with rice. Yeah, a lot of times in stir fry I serve a side of rice or on top of rice. This one, the rice is right in there. Everything, one dish, easy to go. It's done in one pot over there. Oh yeah. Got a nice little flavor profile in here because there's honey and garlic in here too. A little bit of sake, some soy sauce. Oh yeah. It's quick, simple, it comes together in no time. You actually spend more time cutting up the peppers and cutting up the pork than you do actually cooking. So yeah, quick and easy. There we go. Let's go in the kitchen and make it right now. Here's the ingredients for our stir fry. First of all, we've got the ingredients here for the stir fry itself and then the sauce at the end. So, well, I guess the rice is separate again. Anyways, what I've got up here is half a teaspoon of salt, 5 cloves of garlic crushed, a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 red bell peppers, which what I've done with them is I've basically cleaned them out, cut them in half, and then sliced into about 1/4 inch, a little bit more than that, 5-6 millimeters pieces like that, strips. I've done the same with the meat over here. This is 1 pound or 450 grams of pork, and I've cut that into, as you can see, strips like that. That's about, again, roughly 1/4, little over, so 5, 6, 7 millimeters. And I try to cut them across the grain whenever possible too. Then across the front here for the sauce, well, what we got here is 1/3 cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 3 tablespoons of sake. Now the sake, this is right here, it's called Yama Nishiki. I just bring that in to show you because, well, this is actually made by Hakutsuru, which is a brewery, a sake brewery over in Kobe. And if you come on a Kobe tour, I take people to the sake brewery museum over there, where not only you get to see how they used to make it, how they make it now, but also you get to taste test a bunch of the sakes. I never do because I'm the driver. Okay, then across the back here, to finish it off, 3 cups of cooked rice. So, first thing I want to do is, let's just get some of the stuff outside, bring a bowl in here, toss in that cornstarch. I'm going to throw the salt in there with that too. Give that a little mix together. What I do is coat the pork. So I'm going to toss the pork in there, and then I'm going to toss it around and coat it with cornstarch and salt. Like that. You want to make sure all the pieces are getting some on them. So just break up any that get stuck together until it looks like everything's got a coating of cornstarch. Alright, that's starting to look good. A bit more there. Alright. Alright, that's looking pretty good, I think. Yep, got it all. Let's get that off to one side. So over here I've got my deep cast iron pot. That's just going to make it easier to mix everything and less splatter when I'm cooking. So what I'm going to do is bring that up on medium heat. Medium high, actually. Not medium heat. Medium high. About there, looks good. I get that olive oil in there. Okay. Let's see that. Spread that around a little bit. Watch that olive oil to start. See the surface start rippling when it gets hot. Alright. Alright, that's coming on good. So what I do now is I toss in that pork. Get the rest of the, get all that cornstarch in there. Get out of there. Alright. And now, for the next 5 to 6 minutes, stirring, cooking, I want to brown up that pork a bit. So 5-6 minutes, medium high. So I have to use just a wee bit more heat. And you got to be stirring quite frequently. You don't want it to stick, so stick to the bottom. So away you go. stirring, cooking. See you back here in about 5-6 minutes. Alright, so then you gotta really get in there and scrape off that bottom every once in a while, because otherwise you're gonna get stuck. But look at that. We're getting some nice browning there. Pork's looking good. What we're gonna do now, get in those peppers. Start mixing them in there. Oh, and cooking. See what we need a deep pot, right? Cooking those for about another 3-4 minutes. Just stirring around. That's getting hot. And scraping that bottom again. Now the liquid from the pepper, you're going to get a little liquid from the pepper. That's going to help get a bit of that bottom off, but not much. So keep scraping, keep stirring. Alright, see you back here in 3 to 4 minutes. That is looking pretty good and smelling good. Now what I like to do before I add the garlic, bring a little bit of water and just slightly deglaze that bottom. You don't need just too much, but a little bit, get in there, scrape around, get that stuff off the bottom. It's going to make our gravy. We want it up in there. Yeah. You go around, add a little bit more. A little bit over at this side. Just enough to get that stuff off the bottom. Don't want to drown it. Just kind of play around and see how much you need. Yeah, looks like he's just a little bit more over here. That looks like it was just about right. Alright, now I throw that garlic in there, and then I just want to take the raw taste out of it. So this is like half a minute, stirring around, go. Alright, while that's happening, well, you get our sauce ready. So bring that. We've got the, let's put the honey in there. I need something to help get that all in there. Ooh, yes. Beautiful honey. Look at that color on that. And the sake. And the soy sauce. And let's give this a quick stir over here. Look how hot that was. Now we're gonna whisk. I have a smaller I have a smaller whisk at the house. I really should use it because this whisk is just too big for stuff like this. Alright, just give it a little spin. So I want to basically get that honey mixed into the sake and soy sauce. Okay, that's looking good. Alright, now start pouring that around. Yeah. Make sure we get all that honey out of there, because that's just flavor, that is. Alright, yeah, a little mess of the counter. That's okay. Clean that up later. Okay, now, all I gotta do here is cook this just for a little bit until it's, let's just see it starting to thicken up a little bit. I don't want to thicken it too much, because I still gotta get that rice in there. You see, it's all coming together very quickly. All right, look. Can you see? Starting to thicken a little bit there. All right, yeah. Getting there. Oh, that's smelling great. All right, now, as I say, you could pour this over rice, or noodles or whatever. I like to just mix the rice right in there because this rice is actually old rice from last night. Leftovers. We cooked a big batch. We cook a batch of rice basically every day in our house. This is Japan after all. And now I'm just going to break that rice down into that and start mixing it together. So pulling it in, pulling it in, pulling it in. It all comes together. As you pull the meat and peppers up and over into the rice, chop through the rice a bit. Okay, getting a cramp in my hand. I was boxing last night and I just overdid it. I could feel it. All right. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's coming together. All right. That is ready to go. I'm going to take that off the heat. And look at that. That is absolutely, smelling fantastic. Gonna taste fantastic. That is great dinner tonight. All right, if you like this, we know what to do. Stick around and check out more Kevin Riley recipes here on Kuma's Kitchen. And be sure to subscribe, click that notification bell, make sure you get more of these recipes, make this recipe, and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.